Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, it's the weekend, it's Friday. Had a couple of days off of the channel, very nice. So let's have a look and see what the energy is looking like now. I'm going to, this reading, I want it to be kind of like, what do you need to know? As in, what does the Divine Masculine need to know at the moment? What does the Divine Feminine need to know at the moment? We're going to use the Chakra Wisdom Oracle Tarot. They're not tarot, sorry, they're Oracle cards. Okay, do you want me to use the Chakra Wisdom Tarot? Okay, I rarely use these cards, so we'll use the Chakra Wisdom Tarot along with the Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards. Let's do that. Okay, so there are our tarot cards for today. There's not many masculines within this deck. I counted, once upon a time I counted. I'm sure it's under 20. There's 78 cards in that deck. And I'm sure that under 20 of them cards have a masculine on it. On them. Okay. I've picked up a Heal Yourself card, so shall we start here? Let's start here. Am I recording? I am. I've got a nice reflection of a rainbow going on the table. Very nice. How are you guys doing? Have you got your happy on? Let's hope so. Okay. It's all nice and quiet. Should we see what wants to come out of these cards today? I don't know if this is a weekend reading. Oh, it's just for what we need to know at the moment. Okay. Silly me. Divine Masculine, there's your card. A Heal Yourself card. Divine Feminine's right behind you there. Okay. The Divine Feminine's right behind you. It's 11:22. The Divine Feminine's right behind you. It's a lovely day. It's hot out there. Again, the Divine Feminine's right behind you. Okay. Right then. Should we just have a look at these cards first? Let's give these tarot cards a shuffle. What do we need to know? Not what's going on. What do we need to know? This weekend. Oh. Divine Masculine, we're going to pull the tarot cards first. We're not to look. Interesting, because I keep saying the Divine Feminine's right behind you. That's a gateway there, Divine Masculine. It feels very much like the Divine Feminine's not going through that gateway until you do. And then she's right behind you. It feels very much like you're here to lead the way, Divine Masculine. 8 of Wands. Should we have a look and see what it says? Let me have a look at some more pictures. Let me see if I can paint the picture. Hold on. That's a beautiful dress she's got on there. Going to lead the way, Divine Masculine. The Chariot. We're definitely picking up on the root chakra for you, Divine Masculine. There you are in the Chariot. You're coming. See, she's kind of, I feel like she's dawdling. So she's just prolonging, kind of going through this gateway. Okay. I've got an itchy ear. I feel like the Divine Feminine, she's tapping into her senses. 10 of Swords. The Divine Feminine's down. Like as in she's not allowed to move forward. She's pinned to the floor here. I'm going to read these cards. Eight of Wands, the Chariot, and the Ten of Swords. Okay. So we have 2 cards from the root chakra. That's about building firm foundations. The root chakra, that's got to be, well, that's your foundation to build off of course it is. So she's strong. But then we have her down like, and this is the solar plexus, your willpower. You willpower? Okay, so it's very much about the feminines are not here to take the lead. It's you, Divine Masculine. 8 of Wands. Let's have a look at these. The card of the new adventure. The lights, the wands. I feel like I'm going to be a bit shaky holding this card up. Okay, let's see if I can keep my balance, keep my foundation strong. The wands light the way, even if the destination is not yet clear. If spirit lies on the road ahead, are you ready for your next adventure? The chakra message is it's time to focus on what you value. Your ambition is the necessary foundation. Okay, there's an indication. What does this indicate? You may not yet be aware that you have arrived, but the path to freedom and manifesting requires you to acknowledge that you have created more than you once imagined. So seeing as this is the Divine Masculine side, you might not be aware, but you've arrived, Divine Masculine. The keywords are conclusion, solution, results, momentum, travel, and rewards. Okay, we have a meditation to do, so let's do this. We drop our shoulders. Okay. Drop your shoulders and breathe. Ask your guides to lift you away from the need to keep anyone on the hook or be responsible for past pain. Yes, it was real. Yes, you are correct. This is your chance to grow away from what has held you back. How far can you ascend? Wow. It's time to, I feel like the Divine Feminine has let the Divine Masculine off the hook. It's like, you lead the way, Divine Masculine. Have you let the Divine Feminine off the hook here? It was painful. Yes, the experience. What did it say here? I had to double check to make sure I had the right card. Yes, it was real. Yes, you are correct. This is your chance to grow away from what has held you back. How far can you ascend? Contemplation. Continue to ascend toward your purpose, even though you may be using a foundation that you cannot yet clearly see. Divine Masculine. Keep on keeping on. Because you've got the Chariot. You're arriving at your destination here. Major Arcana. The Fool begins her life. At first glance, it may appear as if the Fool is not aware of the Chariot. Closer examination reveals that she is in a meditative trance. She is magnetizing the Chariot from the heavens, yet she is unaware of her own power of manifestation. The first chakra message. The shadow emerges here in this revisiting of the first chakra. The Fool, no longer deeply rooted, is free. There is a sense of security when you are feeling grounded in what you are bringing into form. Creating a new foundation, no longer tied to the past, means stepping out and creating your own platform. You are ready. Whether you take a risk or not is a choice, yours. So, Divine Masculine, it's up to you whether or not you take that risk or not. That choice is yours. The indication, rooted in beliefs that will need to break free from. Family restrictions. Choosing a new route in life, allowing your shadow to emerge. The Divine Feminine is allowing her shadow to emerge, which is you, Divine Masculine. The planet is a sun, so your planet as well. Think of this as a solar return, your birthday. This card reflects the things that will be directly affecting you at this time. Also look closely at the overarching theme of the reading, as this may indicate facing or avoiding what is surfacing. The meditation, true power comes not from avoiding the darkest part of us, but rather leaning into and sending love to our shadow. Okay, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminines, she's let you off the hook if you feel you needed to be let off the hook. And she loves you. She loves the dark shadow side of herself, which is you. If the dark parts are your unloved aspects, are they your untapped resources? What if the broken parts are the magnificent tapestry of your life? What do you see as you piece it together? I see the yin-yang. Okay, so the next steps. Assessing our shadow can feel emotionally foreboding. The tendency is to attempt to jump ahead and use our third chakra to tuck pain away. That's the third chakra there. Okay. This requires emotional strength, not mental strength. Will the Fool be capable of this? Well, then we go to the Ten of Swords. Let's have a look. Because we've gone to that third chakra. The card of painful thoughts. The image of the heart. The Three of Swords. It's not the Three of Swords, it's the 10. The recovery from unavoidable defeat. The Nine of Swords indicated emotional devastation in the second chakra. Here in the third chakra, the winter of despair is slowly melting. Rejoining life may feel overwhelming, but healing has begun. The Chakra Message. The depth of sorrow is never as great as the love felt. This may be a time to recover, hit rock bottom, leave a job, and feel the pain lifting. The indication, do not rush yourself. It is more important to allow yourself to be than to force a plan where you may not really want to move on yet. So here's the Divine Feminine. I feel she's been like held back here. Not really wanting to move on without you yet, Divine Masculine. The keywords is liberation, collapse, overkill, exhaustion, depression, obsessive thoughts. The meditation, be proud of the depth of pain, for this also expands the capacity for joy. You did the greatest of all things, you took a risk. Soon you can go further and wider than you ever thought possible. Write down or meditate on all your great qualities. Self-love here for the Divine Feminine. Contemplation, if you had the courage to make a stand for your new direction, would your life look like you were free and autonomous? Making a stand, she's free and autonomous. So by them 3 cards, it's what you need to know, Divine Masculine. It feels like the Divine Feminine. She's healing from this past pain. It was deep. Yes, it hurts. But that part of, yes, you were right. There's a lot that the Divine Feminine learned from the Divine Masculine within maybe like kind of your, should we say, harshness. Okay. It's like she's let you off the hook, because without that, she wouldn't be at this position. And knowing her self-worth, I want to say, she's learnt how to love herself, to be free and autonomous. And your Heal Yourself card is beauty. Divine Feminine's seeing her own beauty. Okay. Wrong book. Wrong book again. 17. Recognise your inner and outer beauty. You are beautiful, special, unique and attractive. When was the last time you looked in the mirror and felt good about what you see? Did you know that your features can literally change based on how you feel about yourself and your life? Your internal experiences are etched on your face and your body. People can feel your energy when you enter a room. When a person who is not thought of as being physically good looking connects to their own inner light, wisdom and warmth, the glow that emanates from within makes them extremely appealing and attracts people and opportunities towards them. Focus on what you love about yourself and allow yourself to shine. If you are challenged by how you see yourself, this could be a perfect time for an internal and an external makeover. Okay. The action: look at your face in the mirror, acknowledge what is beautiful about you. It can be physical or spiritual. Ask yourself how you nurture your inner beauty. Do you allow others to see your light, your care inside, kindness and warmth? Ask your body what it needs to feel healthy and taken care of. This could involve changing your diet, having a new exercise program, updating your wardrobe, getting a new haircut, etc. Give to yourself. Self-love here for the feminine. She's still not going through there though. So Divine Masculine, you really wanted to know what the Divine Feminine's up to. Release. All this past pain, Divine Masculine. It's too heavy to carry around. Okay, so we're in the 7th chakra here with release. It's your crown chakra. Shadow, grey storm. I can no longer keep your secrets. The legend. Nikita cuts through the graveyard as she rushes home in the wind and rain. She is terrified when Shadow Greystorm appears and speaks in her own voice, repeating painful things she has said to herself and others. It's all your fault. I'll never forgive any of you. As she listens in the rain to her own words, she learns it is she who has been making herself miserable. She leaves the graveyard with a changed heart, ready to forgive herself and others. Inspiration. This is about personal responsibility and release of blame. It is time to clear the debris and move on. You cannot move forward while you continue to hide. The personal inquiry. This indicates healing family of origin issues. Am I ready to face my past and let go? The key ideas: release, dwelling on past, a righteous anger, changing consciousness, judgment day, seeing clearly, hidden truth, and a great discovery. Keywords: healing, remission, and integration. I want to say the Divine Feminine's really integrated her shadow side, all those words resounding in her mind. It's like we have to forgive ourselves and others. Resentment's really coming up here. Letting people off of the hook. The meditation. To do this meditation, you must have no distractions. Shadow Greystorm simply asks that you sit and listen. In the silence, you will hear yourself. If you sincerely seek freedom, Shadow Greystorm may come to you. Okay. So I want to say, Divine Masculine, that's kind of really explained what you need to know at the moment with what's going on with your Divine Feminine. Okay. Forgiving and learning. Should we get a romance angel? If I can find them. Okay, we'll go with the fairies then. Okay, what do you need to know, Divine Masculine? What else do you need to know? Wisdom. Have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with a challenge. With the fairies. Divine Feminine's away with the fairies, okay? Healing. Letting go. Wisdom. This fairy is telling you it's time to call upon your own inner wisdom in order to help yourself at a challenging time, or perhaps someone you know could do with some insight into their situation. Is that enough insight for you? Okay, we can keep going. This wise fairy is accompanied by a white owl, owls being a symbol of wisdom. She tells you it's time for you to trust your own knowing and reminds you that wisdom doesn't only come with age. Wisdom is the ability to see the bigger picture. So fly silently like the owl and hear and see everything before coming to a decision based on this wisdom. Being wise doesn't mean you're right, but it does mean you have the ability to see into situations in a more impartial way than many others can, and for the highest good of all concerned. We all have access to inner wisdom, and pulling this card shows it's time for you to trust this fully. You could find yourself being asked for help, or to facilitate a healing between two or more parties. This is where wisdom comes in. Allow your intuition to speak through the filter of wisdom, but always remember that others have a choice and free will. So give love and advice, but not orders, as no one really likes being told what to do, including you, Divine Masculine. Divine Feminine, she's got it. She's got it. Okay. Let me get a journey of love. Okay, maybe not. An oracle of shadows and lights. Okay, we're going to have tumbling boxes if we stack them like that. Don't tell people what to do. Don't tell me how to stack my boxes. So I feel like the Divine Feminine just keeps going over like her own actions of the past, the way that she speaks, the way that she's handled situations, the way that she can be a bit bossy, a bit of a know-it-all. I think she's had a good look in the mirror. Okay. Let's have a look at the Oracle of Shadows and Light. I feel she's let herself off the hook. Okay, forgiveness, self-forgiveness. The Sea Beacon Fairy, guidance, but where will it lead you? So I feel following her own guidance, going within, as I feel that's the only real source that she can trust and does trust. Okay, about the Sea Beacon Fairy. Sometimes when a clear path seems to be taking you in the right direction, it helps to know who is holding the light up. Because while this beautiful Sea Beacon Fairy is most certainly guiding a lost ship, who knows whether she leads it towards rocks or towards safe harbour. I want to say, and this is really the self-examination the Divine Feminine's had a look at, is her words and her actions. Is it really kind of guiding you towards feeling safe? Or does it feel as if, things are still rocky between the two of you? Because this... Okay, we're just going to start again because I kind of stopped midway. Sometimes when a clear path seems to be taking you in the right direction, it helps to know who is holding the light up. I would say, is that your ego? Because while this beautiful Sea Beacon Fairy is most certainly guiding a lost ship, who knows whether she leads it towards rocks or towards safe harbour? And this is a choice you have to make now. Is this path that is clearly being lit the right one? Simply because there is light, is the source a true and good guide? Would you be best to await another way out of the storm, or are you so eager to avoid the storm and the challenge that you will follow the first light that comes along? The Sea Beacon Fairy speaks. I do hold up the light, but only you can choose as to whether the direction I will lead you in is the right one for you at this time. It may be your salvation I lead you to, and it may be that I am gathering souls and you will perish upon rocks or down in cold or down or drown in cold seas. I know this is hard to hear. It is not a sure thing, this advice and guidance you have received, and for all its insistence that it comes from the light, the advice may not be that which you need to follow at this time. I understand this may be confusing, but I am assuring you mostly of one great truth, that perhaps you must find your own way out at this time. Divination message. A perfect solution to a perfect problem. To a perfect problem? Seriously, can you have perfect problems? Yeah, if you look at it with a positive mental attitude. Okay, a perfect solution to a problem has been presented to you. But whether it is wise to take it is another thing altogether. You may have more resources and opportunities than you are aware of, or than you are allowing yourself to believe in. Do not be too quick to follow the first opportunity that comes. Wait and check both your sources and your inner wisdom. There are many paths and many solutions, and not all advice will be right for you. So this is where the Divine Feminine is, Divine Masculine. She's at this point where she's not making any hasty decisions. Maybe in the past she had. But it's a time for the Divine Feminine to find her own way out at this time. Okay, so stop seeking answers and guidance from outside and more about going within and trusting that. Enough? No. Get you an energy card then. Have a look at the Divine Feminine's energy. So the Divine Feminine here, she's not sure really what direction she's going to go in at the moment, and that's okay. Got the 7th chakra, Archangel Ariel. With this release here. That's the 7th chakra. Okay, 41. Spirit connections, intuition and inspiration. The beautiful angel Ariel, also called the Fire of God, wears a brilliant crystal crown, vibrating with a passionate connection to the divine. She brings great power to your 7th energy centre, which is called the crown chakra, and is located at the top of your head. This card upright indicates an open and free-flowing channel of information and inspiration from the wonderful beings in the spirit world. This could also be a time of great intuition for you and guidance from your higher awareness, so allow yourself to quiet your mind and listen. Now is a great time to get connected. The assistance from spirit is great, and whether it's the presence of an ascended master, a powerful angel like Ariel, or just a loving friend or family member in spirit, their love and willingness to assist is always there. They even open you to the Akashic records, the storehouse of all information. This connection is open now, and you will find that your own spirit and the spirits of those around you will be able to provide the answers you seek and the blessings you desire and deserve. And you want to know which ascended master. We'll go to is around the Divine Feminine. We'll go to the angels and ancestors then. And we'll find out who is with the Divine Feminine. And then we'll move on to the Divine Feminine, because she knows what's going on with her. Well, she felt a bit lost, but she's gone within. And we'll find out what the Divine Feminine needs to know at this time. Okay, Divine Masculine, I'm ending on this card for you guys then. Now there's an affirmation She has the warrior with her. Be fearless and stand strong. There's an affirmation. I always... No, there isn't. Wrong book. The Enchanted Map. Fucking seriously. How many more cards do you want me to pull? Okay. It's all good. They're here. So the warrior is assisting the divine feminine. Be fearless and stand strong. Okay, and the message that they're giving to the divine feminine is don't back down. Make your opinions heard. Don't settle for second best. A warrior is anyone who is ready and willing to know themselves and do what needs to be done in order to get where they want to be. In this deck, the warrior embodies fierce primal love, the warrior within, the energy you can call on to protect yourself. Even if you don't think you love yourself, if you are exposed to a situation that could be harmful or dangerous, the steps you take to protect yourself are in fact acts of fierce love. Although the warrior in this card is surrounded by darkness, he is of the light. The warrior within is made of light and has the capacity to shine even more brightly when facing darkness head on. Okay, the extended message. If you're experiencing fear at this time, know that this means whatever is going on is important to you. Whenever you feel fear, you are on the verge of something big, perhaps a massive breakthrough that is going to really help you move forward. If you have a situation on your hands where you have to face someone or something that's been unsettling you, know that you are being guided to call up your inner warrior. Don't falter and don't be frightened, because you have the energy to protect yourself now and at all times. I felt like that message there was a little bit of guidance for you, Divine Masculine. Okay, so let's end on an enchanted map. Because you want this affirmator, it's cool. Don't look for the affirmator cards. Okay, I've got the card here though. Magic Prayer. 32. Speak your prayers, listen for the answers and act in faith. I think we've clarified enough now. When you see the Magic Prayer card, it is a reminder that your prayers will be answered. Spirit is always waiting to help you and to heal you when you're in need. That said, the best prayer is, thy will be done through me. Thy will and not mine be done. Got a bit stuffed up then. Conscious contact with your higher power is achieved through the ritual of prayer and meditation. Speak and listen to the divine force within the field of creation. Surrender your wishes and desires to Spirit. You may not get what you want, but you will surely get what you need. Your destiny awaits you. As long as you keep in conscious contact with your higher power, be assured that you are on the right path. Don't forget the affirmator, I won't. What book is it in? Because it's not in here. I think we're just trying to prolong this, aren't we? I still feel it's in the energy oracle cards. But why is it? They are, but maybe not with the chakra messages. No, it is there. It was there all along. Here's the affirmation. My 7th chakra is open to its perfect, healthy state. Love and inspiration from Spirit and my own intuition flow fully to me now. Amen to that. Amen. 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 Divine Feminine, what do you need to know? Now we've got all these decks of cards. The song. And if you'll be my bodyguard, I can be your long lost pal. I can call you Betty. Betty? Betty. Betty, you can call me Al. Did. A man walks down the street, he says, why am I caught in the middle now? Why am I caught in the middle now? Okay. No masculines, no masculines. Divine Feminine, what do you need to know? The Ace of Cups, the Princess of Swords, and the Princess of Cups. So you have the root chakra, and then you have 2 cards with the heart chakra here. Okay. So you have this beautiful dress on here, the one that's started off on the masculine side. This is you embracing your shadow side, but this is what you need to know. I don't feel like they're telling you much about the Divine Masculine. So, do you actually want to know? I think you're past that stage. You just really want to focus on you. And I want to say good for you. That will do you the world of good. Ace of Cups, the root of wanton abandon. The Lady of the Ace reaches for her internal desires to the cup of bliss being offered by the Creator. Will you allow yourself to do better than your family of origin? Are you star? Will you allow yourself to shine? Chakra Message. So there's definitely this letting yourself off the hook, letting your family members off the hook, because you're just about to go and shine. It doesn't really matter what they think or if they judge you. They're just not awake. Okay, and you are. You've awoken. The Ace represents love offered and being fully committed to the moment. Are you being ruled by your brain, or is your soul reaching away from the roots of your past? It did state there that you were like kind of free. Okay. So the indication, the grounding power of the root chakra brings tangible results from a vision. Do you have a vision of love? Can you experience it? Mariah Carey's coming in. I had a vision of love, and it was all that you've given to me. Okay. I don't know the rest of the words. Spirituality are the key words: exhilaration, engagement, devotion, and fidelity. Okay, the meditation. Imagine reaching to the heavens as white light comes into you and brings your desired result down to the earth. What would most support you in this moment? Contemplation. While others may influence you, only you can choose to receive the love offered. You love you, boo. Okay. Princess of Swords, because we're going over to the heart chakra. The card of piercing truth. The princess brings truth and perhaps criticism. She is ready to defend herself after delivering her message. She will not waver from her task. Integrity must be upheld at all costs. Allowing your desire to manifest may be a challenge, but it is not impossible. The chakra message. What if it is time to discover that your minds may have kept you in an old idea of thinking that dreams were impractical? Or was that your family of origin that have made you feel that your dreams are impractical? Balls to them. Raise your glass to them. Wish them well. Let them off the hook. Let yourself off the hook. Walk away. Okay. She will not waver from her... Oh, okay, we've already read that part. What if it is time to discover that your mind may have kept you in an old idea of thinking that dreams were impractical? Be aware that resisting a pattern offers a cycle of repetition. What is revealed can be healed. What is revealed can be healed. Indication. The sword is a reminder that you hold intelligence and integrity in your hands. Be mindful to do no harm. Use your ability to pierce through old thinking and false ideas. The keyword: study, examination, spying, perseverance, and exposure. Meditation. Breathe. Drop your shoulders and align with your heart wisdom. Ask, what will I use my sword for? What do you see? Contemplation, slice through the false beliefs that have kept your heart protected and safe. True integrity requires fearlessness. Princess of Cups. Don't need to turn over, it's on the same page. Princess of Swords, Princess of Cups. The card of self-forgiveness, Divine Feminine. What do you need to know? The messenger comes with an open heart. The princess reminds us to have compassion for what others may be going through. She knows the value of love and brings the mystical message of a renewed faith in love. The chakra message, you are awakened. An offer is made. Your true desire may have been dormant, but it is now time to recognise that what is coming will reawaken your desires. The indication, it is time to forgive yourself for loving others who hurt you, including your divine masculine, okay? It's not just your divine masculine though, it's all. It's really coming into this one love, okay? A bit of blue coming in there. The key words are idealism, elegance, tenderness, intensity, reminder, reconnecting and romance. The meditation, okay, imagine the seduction of pure desire. Fall into this feeling and live through it. Are you ready to truly step into your most luscious yearning? Write down or meditate on what comes forward. The contemplation, stand in your open heart, expanding your capacity to receive. Can you imagine being open to your heart's desire? Wow. Let's have a look at the Chakra Wisdom card. Oh, you've got renewal, Divine Feminine. This is beautiful energy. Focusing on you. Geranium. It's the first card in the book. Geranium, this is another beginning. The legend. Geranium's leaves shrivel and are stolen by the wind. Look. She is pried from her pot and is deeply saddened when she is thrown away. But when she awakens, she is blooming once again. Now she lives in a large park, a former landfill site, surrounded by lush greenery, and her roots reach deeper than ever before, opening her to the possibilities of her new life. The inspiration. What appears to be an end may not be one after all. This may turn into a remarkable opportunity. Trust that whatever is coming is better than what you have known to this point. Personal inquiry. Am I positive in the face of change or defeated? Am I ready to step into the new me? Key ideas. Sourcing from a more beneficial place, feeling in the dark, changing circumstances and unexpected blessings. The keywords regeneration, awakening and fortune. The meditation. Imagine being discarded like geranium. Feel her fear and sadness as she surrenders to the inevitable. Now wake up in a new place. Notice how you feel. Let your feeling take you on a journey. Allow yourself to see and hear whatever experience is meant for you. Observe how you handle change. Wow. Let's have a look at the Heal Yourself card, Divine Feminine. Pay attention to signs. You've got the lantern here with that owl. It's just that wisdom here. 10. Completions. Okay. It's the number of destiny, Wheel of Fortune. Closing an old chapter, an old you, and waking up to a new you. Okay. Pay attention to the signs. Signs are all around you. Open your mind and pay closer attention to your environment. Your angels know that you have been feeling lost about the direction you need to take in your life and the decisions you need to make. It's no secret, is it? Okay. They have heard your frustrations and your pleas for help. They ask you to slow down, stop focusing on the problem, and allow a solution to come into your reality. Your spiritual helpers have been organising synchronistic events and support for you, but you keep thinking in the same stubborn way. Relax and look at life in a more creative way. Pay attention to repetitive signs and signals. A sign can come in the form of a song, a movie, a book, nature, animals, people, thoughts, dreams, visions, etc. At times your body also gives you signs. Your body may be telling you to rest, change your diet, or to work on challenging emotions. Be sure to take these signs seriously. It says, be sure to take these signals seriously. The action. Do this with a friend. Put on a song. Dance freely. Have your friend stop the song between 2 to 3 minutes. When the music stops, make a gesture. From that position, think about your challenge from a different perspective. Ask for a sign, then repeat the exercise with a new song 4 to 5 times. Record all important insights. Over the next week, pay attention to signs from your environment as well as from your dreams. Okay. Some of us might have to do that solo. I could do it with the girls. Do this with a friend. Put on a song. Dance freely. Have your friend stop the song between 2 to 3 minutes. When the music stops, make a gesture. From that position, think about your challenge from a different perspective. Ask for a sign, then repeat the exercise with a new song 4 to 5 times. Record all important insights. Over the next week, pay attention to signs from your environment as well as from your dreams. I do want to say, it was more pay attention to song lyrics. I was actually quite urged to pay attention to the signs, the signals. I was quite urged to put the radio on just to see what song. I don't know where the mobile phone is. Anytime You Need a Friend by Mariah Carey. Anytime you need a friend, I will be here. Okay, that's a bit of a sign, isn't it? Seeing as the exercise is to do with a friend, and I'm kind of like racking my brain. Oh, it's a sad, sad situation. So I'm over it. Oh, who am I going to dance with? I have to ask my daughters. Turn on the radio. Okay, it's all good. Where do we go from here then, Divine Feminine? Well, let's have a look at what the fairy oracle would like to say. Oh, that's just too funny. Anytime you need a friend, I will be here. Yeah, it's no excuse not to do it just because you haven't, you feel like you haven't got a friend in physical. Your imaginary friend will do it for you. Fairy spotting. The fairies will do it. It's gone ever so dark in here now, isn't it? Okay. Fairy spotting. It's time to go fairy spotting. It's said that seeing is believing, but in fact the opposite is true. Believing is seeing. You do have friends all around you. They'll stop the music for you. I know they will. Have you ever seen a fairy? Maybe you have, but you tried to explain it away with the voice of reason. Or perhaps you are a fully fledged believer, or better still, a knower. You know fairies exist. I'm trying not to be a little Miss Know-it-all, okay? It just is. Being sensitive and open to experiences is helpful when fairy spotting, as it allows us to be more receptive to seeing these magical spirits of nature. They very often appear as flashes of light darting around wooded areas or gardens, or, if you're really lucky, inside your home. I had them yesterday when I was doing a personal reading, and the fairies were there. They're definitely around the divine feminines, okay? Divine masculines, elves. Goblins, elves. They're all good, okay? They very often appear as flashes of light darting around wooded areas or gardens, or, if you're really lucky, inside your home. They can also manifest just outside your line of sight, often in the corner of your field of vision, so you're not totally sure if there's anything there at all. Sometimes they can be felt intuitively, seen only in your mind's eye. They may also bring a flowery scent or an unusual smell, rather like toffee apples or popcorn. Yum. When they appear in their full form, it's a true privilege, for they're rightly wary of humans. You could try photographing fairies, even if you can't see them with your own eyes. A camera could often pick up a fairy essence, which may appear as a beam of light or a tiny orb. The best place to do this is out in nature, either in your garden or in woodland. Midsummer's Eve. Hey, midsummer. Midsummer's Eve is a particularly good time to look for fairies. You're most likely to see a fairy if you care about nature and the environment, as they will be more willing to connect with you. Touch of divine feminine, hanging out with the fairies. Okay. Angel and Ancestors card. It's 12:12. We need to get this reading wrapped up. Okay. What do you need to know, divine feminine? The Lord. You need to know the Lord. Take charge with authority. Okay. So I do feel like you can take a back step, not a back seat, just a back step. Allow the divine masculine to come forward if he so wishes to choose to. You might be speaking with the fairies, but we have the Lord here. Let's find him in here. Don't be afraid to take charge or use your voice. Be strong. Well, you do have the warrior, so I want to say the divine masculine is fully supporting you during this renewal time that you're going through. The Lord is the consort of the lady, and I do believe that that's the friend that's always, whenever you need a friend, I will be here. So you should be able to feel him. The Lord is the consort of the lady, the emperor in the traditional tarot. He represents an authoritative male who isn't afraid to lay down the law. But this doesn't mean he is angry or chauvinistic. So you need to know that your divine masculine, he's laying down the law his end, okay? And he fully supports you. He's self-possessed. He's self-possessed, so I feel like the divine masculine, feels as if he's possessed by this spirit as well, okay? In a good way. Reliable and ambitious. A man of honour who has earned his place in society. So he's working on his worth. He wants to earn. He wants to earn the respect from you. He does want you to respect him. He will step forward. He will step forward after taking 2 steps back. Maybe you need to take 2 steps back, divine feminine. It allows him to step forward. Okay, he's a man of honour who has earned his place in society, so he's doing the work. The Lord in this oracle holds a ram's staff and wears a crown of antlers, showing he keeps himself firmly rooted in the ground and is protective of his people. His regal air indicates he has a taste for the finer things in life, yet he is sensitive to those who are less fortunate than he is. I want to say he's working on he might be working also on people that, I don't want to say the blame game, but making the Divine Masculine feel as if like he's got to really take care of them. He's a bit selfish to take care of his own needs. So he could be being held back as well, as yet he is sensitive to those who are less fortunate than he is. Sometimes you have to take control in order to be honoured. If you feel that your kindness or gifts are being taken for granted, it's time to change that. Sounds like you're both actually working, on the same thing, not allowing yourselves to be taken for granted by others. There's no room for change then, is there? Expansion. If you feel that your kindness or gifts are being taken for granted, it's time to change that. There is no excuse for bad behaviour, and the ancestors are encouraging you to hold your ground and speak your mind in a fiercely loving way. You have the energy and might to overcome dramas or energies that aren't working for your growth. And it's time to take charge before you find yourself in a situation that you don't want to be in. You are being encouraged to be the boss instead of being bossed. Awesome! Okay, you can see how this is having a knock-on effect. What you need to know what the Divine Masculine is up to. He's being encouraged to be the boss instead of being bossed. Okay, this card also brings the energy of ambition and can show you have the potential to move upwards on a professional level, but only if you act with authority and show who you really are. Okay, let's look at the energy cards. Let's see if we can see what energy the Divine Masculine is sitting in. He's sitting there just staring at me. These bright blue eyes. Looks like he wants a kiss. Kiss me. The fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel, the Divine Masculine's in his throat chakra. He's in his throat chakra. Okay. Being able to speak freely and fluently. Fluently, the language of, it feels like spirituality. So it's like light language. Speaking light language, it's definitely have, it's like the tongue of the divine. Self-expression and speaking your truth. Good for you, Divine Masculine. That will do you the world of good. Gabriel holds his trumpet in one hand and a beautiful orb of blue light in the other. He's got them bloody fairies been out fairy catching. He's got like I could see a butterfly net catching the butterflies but swooping up fairies, man. Talking to the fairies. He is sounding. What's he sounding like? Divine. Very spiritual. This Divine Masculine's embraced the truth. Divine truth. He is sending powerful energy to your throat centre, acknowledging your power to communicate and your readiness to do so. This angel opens you up to truthful expression both with yourself and others. You may have had trouble with expressing emotions and ideas in the past, but Gabriel is here to tell you that your soul longs to take this leap now. Be aware that true communication includes how you speak to yourself, so never deny your profound integral value. Speak up for yourself, write in your journal, and let your words flow. Now is the time to express yourself freely and fully, and the universe always honours your choice to do so. This card could also indicate that a communication project is coming, or a time of heightened communication with spirit and telepathy with others. Let me give you the affirmation. My throat chakra is open to its perfect, healthy state, spinning with the beautiful energy of freedom and self-empowerment. I am free to express myself in every way. Are you now? Let's hear it then. Haven't had an Oracle of Shadows and Light. We're going to end on that one. We're not. We're going to end on a journey of love. I've made that decision. Have you now? Yes. Ghostlands. 17. Where did I see number 17 before? I think it was on the beauty card. Heal yourself. Here we are. Okay. What do you need to know, Divine Feminine? Ghostlands. I do feel this is about the Divine Masculine. It seems only fair. They were asking a lot about you. You can learn from the past and imagine a beautiful future, but you must live in the here and now. Whenever you set your sights too far ahead, you run the risk of losing your footing. For rarely do the present and the future match up exactly on the enchanted map that is your life story. The future has no substance right now. It is a place that has no grounding as of yet. You can't live there, yet you can take measured steps towards a goal or dream. These steps are important now. So Divine Masculine's taking these measured steps. He's taking authority. He's the boss. He's the boss. The same goes for nostalgia. You can look into the past wistfully and remember beautiful moments or revisit lessons learned. However, you can't live there, nor can you go back and change what was. Yesterday is gone forever. Live fully in the present. The now is the most powerful place to put your attention. Its magic reaches out in every direction, further than the heart and soul can see. Okay. What did I pick up here? Oh, about changing the past. You can't go back and change it. It's like, it's time to just let everyone off the hook. Let me get an Oracle of Shadows and Light. Do we have any coffee left? We do. Sebastian. Okay. He's on the bottom of my mug. He's upside down, but he's there. Okay, it's 1222. Make up your mind. Okay, Divine Feminines, what do you need to know? The Lantern Fairy, a clear solution. $24. That 24 brings you to a 6. Harmony. About the Lantern Fairy. This sweet fairy is showing you a way through a barrier, and a barrier you have reached in your life. This may be in an area of your life. This may be in any area of your life, but it does feel that you have come up against a very solid obstacle. This gentle fairy with her bright lantern can take you to a place in this wall that has already come down, so you can move through this obstacle without force or fear. Your only requirement is to trust this fairy. So many beautiful white butterflies flying around last 2 days. Okay. Your only requirement is to trust this fairy and then to take down several bricks after you have moved through. So the wall between this world and the next, your love and your life, becomes slowly less and less solid. The wall is coming down. This is the fairy's role, to help you move beyond the wall. Beyond the wall? Beyond the wall. Trust her. She will guide you. The Lantern Fairy speaks. Sometimes people say I should be cautious about where information is coming from, and that is indeed true. I am simply holding up the lantern I carry and gently letting you see the likely outcome of the decisions you are making and offering a clear solution to the problem at hand. Something has come to an end, a true end, and you have, as they say, hit the wall. You could try digging under it or climbing over it, or you could try taking down the wall brick by brick. But if you follow me, I can show you a place where the wall has already come down and where you can move through this obstacle without pain. So this is the guiding light that you are being. And the Divine Masculine is, this is the gentle guidance to him. You're not telling him what to do. You are kind of, you're there showing him the way, but you're right behind him. It's for him to lead the way. I can show you a place where the wall has already come down and where you can move through this obstacle without pain. Do not think this is cheating. There have been others who have come this way, and while you can tread the path the way you wish, I can help you to make the breakthrough, find the passageway you're looking for. My guidance is safe, clear and gentle. I am not here to send you in a false direction. I am here to clear the way and light the path. It is up to you whether you make it harder than it needs to be. I'll show you the way, trust me. So it's a big trust here. A trust issue for the Divine Masculine, whether or not he can actually trust the Divine Feminine. Well, I feel the Divine Feminines went into solitude, hermitage, so many lanterns here, okay, to have a look at her shadow side. And I want to say emerged more trusting with herself and her own direction. So she trusts herself where maybe before she wasn't sure which direction she was going in. Okay. It's like she is a true source of inspiration for you to follow, Divine Masculine. Let's get out the reflection. Stop pissing around. Okay. Divination message. A way through a life challenge will present itself. Stubborn thinking can be changed. Old patterns are being removed little by little, but will need trust. Old shielding against certain energies needs to be replaced and reworked, as it is no longer in line with what you wish for, and in fact may be proving to be a barrier which is keeping you isolated instead of protected. Trust where the light leads you. Go where you can feel true love, kindness and freedom. Avoid all that comes from anger, hatred, judgment, blame and ridicule. Yeah, stay away from that stuff. Okay, so let's get a journey of love. Oh, where have they gone? How long have we been on for? 1 hour and 7 minutes and 34 seconds. What do you need to know before I go? Ooh. Okay. It's like the deck snapped in half. Okay. Contemplation. 69. Is that yin yang? Within you, there is a question arising. When you get the question right, the answer will be self-evident. But you have to plunge your consciousness deep within to find the right question, to articulate it clearly and understand what it is that you are really asking. That question within you is actually a divine gift of awakening. It is your future awakened self wanting to be found and calling to you too. Let the question arise through dreams, dance, meditation, sleep, yoga, time in nature, swimming in the ocean, bathing in an aromatherapy bath, or receiving a hot stone massage. The question holds within it the next unfolding petal of the lotus of your being. This oracle brings you an invitation to enter into the mystery of your life and your being, and to allow the biggest question you can summon to emerge from your heart and be expressed through love. Your question may emerge as clear and shining, or soft and yielding, a question with no words, only feeling. Whatever truth emerges, let that be your contemplation. In response to that question, the next step forward will unfold before you, revealed in perfect clarity, clarity and perfect timing. This oracle brings you a message from your own divine nature. Come sit with me and breathe. I want to ask you something. I want you to ask me something. Together, there is a conversation that we are to have now, and there will be beautiful accord between us that overflows into all of your relationships, bringing more understanding and peace. Let's finish on this poem. Patterns break through the night in beams of light awakening. Memories of walking on sand. Moments. Wave replace. Waiting for another passerby. Reflections. Time to look outward in. To find those hidden spaces. Residing alone. Waiting for a twin soul. Waiting for myself. Perfect. Have yourself a fantastic weekend. Okay. Take care. Much love. Did I say take care? Didn't sound like I said take care. I was more looking at it. It says 11122. It did say 11111, but right. Distractions. Right. Have a fantastic weekend. Much love. Take care. Bye for now.